So, shuffle the infinite songbook. In oracle mode, you could really get stung if your cards, if you don't have adequately spaced, like if there's clusters of these paintings next to one another like that in this deck, you might want to like find a large group of white cards that are all next to each other and stick that in there just to break up these, because it'll really get you in oracle mode. It'd be good for you. But if you play card until a long time coming. So F sharp minor, D sharp minor. No, we just had that. No, that was a G sharp minor. Let's see, this is going to be a rough one. We just had that C7. That's fine. It showed up again. And that F minor showed up again. Who shuffled these? And then there's finally the play card. So 6 chords came out. And normally in sorcerer mode or in the shaman mode or whatever, you would be able to rearrange. You play through them, see how you like how they sound. You rearrange them how you need. You get rid of the ones you don't like. You maybe can add some that you like. You can make the 7 go away and put a minor there instead. You can do all sorts of things in sorcerer mode. But oracle mode here, this is about reading the future, not changing the future. So let's just keep to the cards, and it'll teach me something about how to play these. A lot of these chords are a little
scary to me.
So the F sharp minor, D sharp, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's just using the black keys as a starting point. That's kind of my ability level on the piano of like actually knowing what I'm doing. So this is good.
This is me learning real time.
Okay, so for me to try to play through this once, I'm gonna have to pull them off my piano keys up here. So I'll just keep them in the same order, move them up here to where I can see them, and I'll struggle through it first. I'll try to give each equal time. So in oracle mode opposed to acolyte mode. Acolyte mode, you're just like you're just trying to learn these shapes, and you're just teaching those structures and listening to the sound of the notes. In this mode, you start to realize that music is in time, and it takes you time to figure out what to do, and then so now you kind of have a time limit from moving from chord to chord. You have to be like, what's the next one? So, and you get better at that as you play through. So this video probably, like, I'm gonna have to edit the last one, but I can maybe edit it into a sequence of me just getting better and better and better at it. So I played through that last one, I don't know how many times, until it actually sounded okay. Sometimes these progressions will never sound okay because they'll come out kind of bad. And that's fine, you play through it, you go, okay, well that was a learning exercise, and you can draw another one out, maybe it'll sound good. But in sorcerer mode, you change it and you make it sound good. So this is still kind of a learning mode. And if you feel like you've learned plenty and you want to just play it in sorcerer mode, that's fine too. But this is actually forcing that cycle, forcing you to play through a loop of chords you're uncomfortable with over and over and over until you could kind of get it, is very powerful learning accelerant. So let me go through here. One thing I'll mention too is in this mode of gameplay, if you only get a couple cards drawn, this time we have 6 different chords we're gonna make a progression out of and then return to the beginning. But if you say I only drew 1 card and then I drew a play card, which would stop me from drawing more cards, but now I only have one chord to learn. So it's like, okay, well, we'll learn that chord. But what else? And so you can see on these with the noodle crutch image and on the piano keyboard here. And the guitar fretboard has all the notes in that mode and key, except for they're not named. On the piano, it has all the notes in that mode and key, but you get the 1, 3, 5 named. You get the major triad, or the minor triad, I should just say the triad. You get a nice chord with the note names on them, and the rest are just black dots that show you that you could play that, and that fits. So if you only have 1 card, if you look closer at these cards, there's kind of more stuff to do. You can then start playing around, saying this is a F sharp minor, but it's in the Doric mode, not the Aeolian mode, which most people call the minor scale. The Doric is a minor scale too, and so that's all mapped out on here. And you could just hang out and play this F sharp. So let's see, F sharp, A, and C sharp. So that's my F sharp minor. And I just learned that from looking on this card, on the piano keys on this card here. And then the scale for Doric, for the Dorian F sharp minor, is on here in piano keys too. That's the Dorian scale. So if that was the only card that came out, I could just hang out and play around with F sharp minor in the Doric scale and just noodle. Oop, is that wrong? Might have been in the wrong one. Oh no, that fits. So I got 6 cards, I didn't just get 1, so I'm not gonna waste our time doing that, am I? I'm just gonna go through this deck, I'm gonna play them, I'll call the chord name out as I play it, because I know you can't see it from
down there.
This is a mess, but they start off this way. They start off a mess, and then they get better. Here we go. F, find the F, F sharp minor, then the D, with this F sharp shenanigans. So F sharp minor. F sharp minor. Here we go. D sharp major. Now D sharp minor. And then C7, just have a little brain fart. F minor. Sorry. F minor. Alright, a vast improvement, right? Since when I first started playing these, but I'm still not quite there, am I? Let me try one more time. Nice and steady, alright? Alright, good enough.
Thus concludes another Circ Learns Music on the Infinite Songbook in Oracle mode. Thanks for watching.